evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, April 1st, 2014. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, medical expenses for Coffee County Jail inmates is significantly more than was originally budgeted. This month is National Distracted Driving Awareness and Enforcement Month, and this Thursday is the deadline for candidates to return petitions for non-primary positions in the August 7th county general election, state primary, and Manchester and Tullahoma City elections. We'll speak with the chairman of the Coffee County Republican Party, and we'll highlight a new invention to help those men who have trouble growing their own beard. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Hi, I'm John Greenwood. Let me tell you a few of the ways our parts and service team is committed to keeping your vehicle in top condition. Factory trained, certified technicians and ASE certified who can service all makes and models. Everyday low price oil change of $29.95 with a free 16-point vehicle inspection for your convenience. Schedule your next service appointment at StanMcNabb.com. We'll get you in and out, back on the road with peace of mind. Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1200 East Carroll, right here in Tullahoma, Tennessee.
To rid yourself of body pain, stiffness, and stress while increasing circulation, visit the Balance Spa in Shelbyville at 731 North Main Street. Or have them visit you at your office for a chair massage. Simon Cow and Maria Keys Gammon give a professional full-body foot or chair massage that makes you feel like new. Call owner Linda Hackle Brown at 931-639-4885 to set your appointment today.
They say nothing's guaranteed about the future except death and taxes. Yeesh. Can we get something good on the list? Here's something. If for any reason you're not completely satisfied when you add a charter service, you get your money back. That's right. Try it for 30 days, be completely satisfied, or your money back. At Charter, we've been working to improve our service. Now we guarantee it. Try Charter. It's smarter.
Welcome back. The budget for medical care for prisoners at the Coffee County Jail is expected to cost some $300,000 more than was originally budgeted. According to Andy Farah, Coffee County purchasing agent, the jail's budget had been set at $400,000, but is projected to total nearly $700,000 by the end of the fiscal year. Farah says pharmaceutical bills have gone down slightly since new jail Dr. David Florence took over in January. Farah says most of the cost overrun is coming from unforeseen major medical instances such as fights, overdoses, and other issues requiring hospitalization and or airlift transportation to Nashville, which cost about $30,000 per trip. Farah said this fiscal year there have been 4 airlifts so far compared to only 1 per year in previous years.
April is National Distracted Driving Awareness and Enforcement Month. Distracted driving is a dangerous epidemic on America's roadways. This risky activity can divert a person's attention away from the primary task of driving while endangering the safety of the driver, passengers, and bystanders. In 2012, there were 3,328 people killed and 421,000 injured nationwide in crashes involving distracted driving. In 2013, there were 18,761 traffic crashes, including 54 fatalities as a result of distracted driving in Tennessee. Kendall Poole, director of the Governor's Highway Safety Office, said, quote, "When you text while driving, you take your eyes off the road, hands off the wheel, and mind off the task of driving. That puts lives in danger, and no one has the right to do that," end quote. Text messaging requires visual, manual, and cognitive attention from the driver and is by far the most alarming distraction. Tennessee has a primary texting law that is enforced by the Tennessee Highway Patrol and statewide law enforcement. The Governor's Highway Safety Office urges drivers to make safe choices when driving on Tennessee roadways. Take a moment to pull over if you need to make a call or send a text. Consider asking your passenger to make the call or text for you. In Tennessee, texting while driving is against the law and is considered unsafe. Any situation that causes a driver to become distracted can be extremely dangerous to the driver and fellow Tennesseans. The goal of the Governor's Highway Safety Office is to make sure you and your loved ones arrive at their destinations safely.
Noon this Thursday, April the 3rd, is the deadline for candidates to return petitions for non-primary positions in the August 7th county general election, state primary, and Manchester and Tullahoma City elections. On May the 6th, Republican and Democrat primary voters will select candidates for the August 7th elections for those offices where candidates run by party. 4 county school board seats, which are nonpartisan, also will be decided in August, and those petitions must be in also by noon, April the 3rd. April 3rd, candidates for Manchester Alderman and School Board, along with Tullahoma Mayor, Alderman, and School Board, must submit petitions, as do candidates for Governor, U.S. Senate, U.S. House, Tennessee House, and State Executive Committeemen. There are 3 Manchester Alderman and 3 Manchester School Board seats open, each for 4-year terms. In Tullahoma, the Mayor and 2 Alderman posts will be 3-year terms, and 2 School Board seats will be for 4-year terms. Qualified residents who need to register to vote must do so by 4:30 p.m. Monday, April the 7th, to vote in the May the 6th primary, or by July 8th to vote in the August 7th elections.
The Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation's mobile household hazardous waste collection service will be in Bedford County on Saturday, April 12th. The unit will be in Big Springs parking lot at 108 Lane Parkway in Shelbyville from 8 a.m. until noon. The local contact for this collection event is Gay Irvin, who can be reached at 931-684-5971. Typical items to dispose of include cleaning fluids, pesticides, mercury thermometers and thermostats, fluorescent bulbs, lithium and button batteries, aerosols, adhesives, medications, brake fluid, swimming pool chemicals, and paint thinner. Items not accepted include ammunition, explosives, alkaline batteries, paint, electronics, and medical waste. Since the program's inception in 1993, over 310,000 households have properly disposed of more than 20 million pounds of material. Household hazardous waste material is considered flammable, toxic, reactive, and/or corrosive and should not be placed with regular garbage.
Stay with us. We'll be right back with more Newsleader.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com, featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart, where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
Welcome back. As we continue to look toward the May County elections, Jim spoke with Claude Morse, chairman of the Coffee County Republican Party, whose candidates are mostly unopposed in the Republican primary, but face opposition in the August 7th general election.
Ladies and gentlemen, continuing our coverage of county races that are coming up in May, we're pleased to be talking today with Claude Morse, who is the chairman of the Coffee County Republican Party. Claude, up to this point, there's been a lot of talk about the Democratic candidates because there's a lot of them running in contested races. But I know that you guys are pretty active in what you guys are and what you're doing in this election as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
That's correct. We have 20 candidates running for 26 county offices. We actually have one race with 2 Republican candidates and no Democrat candidates. So there is a primary, and some of our candidates have been running into, well, you can't put your signs out, there's no Republican primary. But yes, there is. So voters turning out for the primary have a choice to vote in either primary, and a wide range of candidates. For the first time in decades, there's a wider choice of candidates for voters to vote for, and a very solid selection of conservative, small government, business candidates running on the Republican ticket, from everything from district attorney to county mayor to 16 county commission seats, to one constable to one judge slot. So we'd encourage people to turn out and vote in the Republican primary.
Now, I would assume that you guys have made, as a Republican Party organization of which you were the chairman of, I would assume that you guys have probably really made a concerted effort here to get candidates to fill those slots, because at least it appears to me that there's more out there now than there typically are.
There are more Republicans running right now than probably have run in the last 100 years. And yes, and the candidates we've gone out and selected are the kind of folks you would want in office. And we work with them. Some of them are reluctant candidates, but they're running because they want to provide the county residents a choice. We've got budget issues. We've got county debt. We've got obviously issues with the new jail and the new school and things that need to be addressed. And we need some folks with business and business planning backgrounds to be able to do that. And these are the kind of folks that can do that. Many of them run businesses. Like I said, some are reluctant, but they're doing it because they're concerned about their kids and their grandkids and their great-grandkids and the quality of life we have in Coffee County.
Can you tell us a little bit how you differ philosophically from a Democratic candidate, perhaps?
Well, we're all Americans, and I hope everybody in the race, whether Democrat or Republican, is there for the right reasons to serve our county. I think you'll find on the Republican side, our candidates have business backgrounds. They believe in the Constitution, smaller government, more responsible government. And, we got some huge issues that could raise taxes significantly. So what we're looking is, how do you avoid raising taxes or imposing wheel tax?
So you would think then that there are some big challenges that these people, once elected, are going to be facing in the upcoming years.
Whoever is elected, there are going to be some big challenges, because we've gone from less than $10 million in county debt to approaching 30 for the county debt. We've gone from, again, less than $10 million to over $50 million in school debt load. And there's huge issues with things that were not properly strategically planned that are going to cost more money. So we've got to look at the part of the county budget that can be reduced and work smartly to do it and still provide the services to county residents.
This state, the state of Tennessee, has over the last several years become much more conservative than it was at one time. However, this county has typically elected Democrats to these offices, in the county offices. Are you optimistic then that you guys are going to fare well in this year's election?
We would hope so, because we're offering an option. And in many cases, we have Republicans running where there's never been a Republican candidate before. And I think that surprised a bunch of people. And like you say, it offers an alternative. And I would hope people would take a look at our candidates, look at the special edition of the paper coming out with their biographies, and sure turn out and vote Republican. We need to take our county and our country back.
Claude, thank you so much for stopping by our studio today, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
If you are a candidate for a county office in our viewing area and would like to do a brief interview on Newsleader on 6, let us know. We'll do our best to schedule you sometime over the next few weeks. Stay with us. More Newsleader on 6 is coming up in a moment.
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
The Russell Barnett Ford family has over 300 vehicles in inventory, both new and pre-owned. With vehicles starting as low as $29.95, along with rebates and incentives up to $10,000, you will not need to look any further than the Russell Barnett Ford family. Surrounded by great attitudes and even better prices, we want to save you time and money. So look no further than Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester, or visit us on the web at russellbarnett.com. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
And welcome back. Members of the Farah Elementary PTO are raising money to pay for a security fence at the school. Jim spoke with PTO member Erica Fultz about the event.
Now, we're pleased to have joining us on the set now Erica Fultz, who is a Farah Frog today, I think. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and you guys are doing a fundraiser, I think, that's coming up pretty soon. Tell us a little bit about that fundraiser.
On April 12th, we're going to have a beauty pageant for our school. It is a fundraiser to raise funds for a security fence around our playground area. It's going to be age groups from newborn to 18 years of age. We are going to offer a $300 scholarship to the 16 to 18 age group. So the ones that are going off to college, maybe they can have a scholarship money. They're going to have a part where it's most photogenic. You have to send in a black and white photo or a color photo, and that will also be judged. And I think a People Choice Award, but those votes will be sent in on that day. It's $1 per vote. So please come out and help us raise money for our schools.
Now, this fence that you're talking about, that's pretty significant, isn't it? Because you guys had something happen over there recently that I think, caused some real problems, and I'm sure concerns for parents over there.
There was a bank robbery at a local bank, and it was close to our school, and apparently the perpetrator ran back behind our school, and it put our school on lockdown. And there's been other incidences as well that, just to protect our kids, in case there is somebody out there, that we can just make sure that they are protected.
Right. How much money are you trying to raise to put that fence up there? I'm sure it's not cheap.
Well, we got quotes from local people, and BR Fencing is the one that's doing our fence, and already half of it has been put up. I think it was around $4,500 for part one and part two. So anyway, it was quite expensive.
Now, this you said, I believe, that this is a project of the PTO of that organization. Can you share a little bit of information about what does the PTO do over there? I mean, what's their purpose?
Well, we do a little bit of everything. Most of the money, at the beginning of the school year, we have to have so much money to go to our enrichment funds. That is to pay for all of the kids' field trips and buses and things like that. So a lot of our money goes to help the kids at our school.
I see.
Any type of extracurricular programs, we give money for that. Most of our money the past 2 years have gone to technology upgrades for our teachers and our students as well.
And don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Virginia Stewart with the Bedford County Cancer Foundation about a horse show fundraiser they're having this weekend. We'll also have some folks in from Southern Charm in Bell Buckle, tell us about the tea and fashion show, and also the Dog of the Month. That's coming up on this week's Living Show, so stay tuned.
And we'll be right back in just a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
The highest standard of integrity delivers stability and honor. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of integrity in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor, too, when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please, for the following public service announcement. He's back! The Watkins Man is back, bringing his world-famous Watkins products to 104 East Lauderdale Street in Tullahoma, where Richard and Stephanie Carpenter have opened the area's only Watkins store. Since 1886, Watkins has produced all-natural products, starting with the pain liniment and now including soaps, oils, creams, scrubs, royal jelly, beeswax, supplements dedicated to natural health and pain management, cover total external and internal body care. And don't forget the world-famous spices, extracts, teas, and cooking ingredients. With too many products to list, know that all Watkins products are 100% natural using the highest quality ingredients obtainable. Always remember with Watkins, when you buy the best, you use less.
Welcome back. The Motlow College Foundation will host its annual Faculty Excellence Awards on Wednesday, April 9th at 2 p.m. in the Clayton Glass Library Rotunda on the Moore County campus. The award ceremony will recognize the accomplishments of Motlow faculty during the 2013-2014 school year. Among the faculty finalists are Jenny Gallant, Assistant Professor of Communications, Greg Garrison, Associate Professor of Biology, Sherry Gregory, Associate Professor of Biology, Pamela Harris, Instructor of Psychology, Billy Hicks, Associate Professor of Education, Darren Deaton Owens, Instructor of Psychology and Sociology, Judith Russell, Professor of English, and Khalid Tantawi, Instructor of Mechatronics. The event will celebrate and award outstanding adjunct faculty. Nominated members include Tina Carter, Adjunct Professor of Biology, Shannon Freeman, Adjunct Professor of Psychology, and William Krause, Adjunct Professor of Political Science. Winners will be announced during the ceremony, and a reception will follow.
If you filed your 2013 income tax return and owed additional taxes, or you are receiving a large refund, you may need to have a look at your withholding amounts. The IRS website provides a tax withholding calculator that can help you determine the correct amount of tax that you should be paying in during the year. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Phyllis, and I work for the Internal Revenue Service. When you finished filing your tax return, did you find that you got a big refund because you had too much tax taken out of your paycheck? Or maybe you wound up owing the government money because you had too little taken out. If so, you can fix that. Just use the IRS withholding calculator by going to irs.gov and typing withholding calculator in the search field. It's important to check your withholding, especially if you've had a change in your filing status, the number of dependents you are claiming, or other changes affecting your income since last year. For example, you got married, had a baby, or bought a home. And if you have more than one job, full-time or part-time, you will want to make sure all your employers are withholding the right amount to cover your total income tax. That's right. You can use the online withholding calculator even for a temporary job, such as a summer job. If the withholding calculator says you should change the amount of taxes withheld from your paycheck, all you need to do is fill out a new W-4, which you can get at irs.gov/W4, then give it to your payroll department. Again, to learn more, go to irs.gov and type withholding calculator in the search field.
If you're looking for a gift for a facial hair deficient person, we have a video showing the Mr. Beard Beard Machine, available now at thinkgeek.com.
Is this you? No, not them. You. Have you tried everything to get some hair on your face? No, you haven't, because you haven't tried Mr. Beard's Beard Machine. It's made from state-of-the-art, space-age technologies, co-developed with NASA, and capable of allowing you to grow a beard right here on Earth. First, choose the beard or facial hair you desire from one of our many fashionable styles. Next, simply place the B-cup into Mr. Beard's B-hole. Then, turn the power switch to on and wait approximately 30 seconds for Mr. Beard to heat up. Now, place your face into the hairtization chamber. It's vitally important to stay absolutely still, as lasers are used to create a permanent bond between hair particles and your face. In about 1 minute Eastern Standard Time, you're ready to lead that bearded life you've only ever dreamt about. Remember, because Mr. Beard uses real human hair, you can always just trim or shave it and then select a new style. So, if you can make a cup of coffee, you can have a beard.
Thanks, Mr. Beard.
Thanks, Mr. Beard. Thanks, Mr. Beard.
Mr. Beard Beard Machine. Hair today, brawn tomorrow.
And we'll be right back with your weather forecast.
The final countdown has begun on the remaining 2013s at Russell Barnett Kia. With only a few left in inventory, these deals are amazing. Check out this 2013 Kia Sportage, yours today for $21,500 or $349 a month. That's incredible. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. So come on down to Russell Barnett Kia and let us show you why we are #1 in customer satisfaction. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Excalibur limousine provided by AAA Limousine Service, and these are the South Jackson Gatsby girls, starting the promotion for the Great Gatsby Gala that will be held at South Jackson June 7th, 2014. Get your party hat on, folks. It's gonna be a ball. What about it, girls?
Here's to ya. For the past 32 years, we've had an amazing Register of Deeds, Miss Ellen Vaughn. Miss Vaughn has announced her retirement and will be leaving soon. We're going to miss her professionalism and kindness. I'm Tracy Hirschman-Weibert, candidate for the office. I know these are some big shoes to fill. My education and experience has now brought me to this place and time where I'm asking you for your vote for Coffee County Register of Deeds. Let's keep a good thing going.
Vote Weibert indeed, Coffee County's most qualified.
Imagine a world with more birthdays. We strive for it every day. We fight to get people the best access to care and the chance for more parties to plan. We're the American Cancer Society. Help create a world with more birthdays at morebirthdays.com.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1963 at 84 degrees. Record low was in 1987 at 22. The average high on this day is 66, and the average low is 42. Tonight, look for cloudy weather, a little bit of cloudy weather with a low of around 48. Mostly, or rather partly cloudy weather expected on Wednesday with a high of 75 and a low of 57, and some random thunderstorms in your forecast for Thursday with a high of 74 and a low of 59. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.